With the T.I situation, if he did that, you're a fucking rat too. I don't spare no motherfucking body. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal-wise, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat.
Do you have any questions for me? I don't. You need anything to go with you?
My phone.
Your phone? Where's your phone at?
Your phone.
We're in the car.
Search you.
I'm not looking for phones. I'm looking for drugs and guns.
I gotta say something about this, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male. A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be.
I am one of you niggas who have been to the penitentiary before, man. What happened when a motherfucker say somebody ain't right and they got there show their paperwork and they is right? What's the penalty for that? Can somebody tell me what is that punishable by? Somebody tell me that.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, when I saw that, I think T.I fucking lying.
King Harris just can't stay out the spotlight, and this time the noise is deafening. Forget the Waffle House fights, the reckless driving or missed court dates. This storm is on another level. This one came from his own circle. His baby mama allegedly dropped a tape the internet swift labeled a gay tape, and the chaos blew up before anyone could check the receipts. Before anyone proved if it was real or staged, the feeds were already blasting. Likes, shares, and wild takes flooding every platform like a tidal wave. Here's the wild part. Those rumors didn't start yesterday. For years, whispers about King's sexuality been circling the comment sections and shady DM chains. Folks online said he looked a little fruity, and some even whispered that the baby was a cover. Now the leaked clip handed them fresh ammo to run the same tired narrative. Truth or lie, the crowd eats it up. Once the internet smells blood, it doesn't quit. It hunts, and the pile-on was brutal.
Tell me. It been 20 years, bro. It been 20 years. I figure if I wasn't built like that, it'll show by now. It been 20 years, bro. I done faced every challenge a motherfucker that like to throw at me, man. You ain't seen me fold, you ain't seen me break down.
I need that at the square.
Then Boosie jumped in and changed the frame. Instead of clowning King straight up, he aimed his heat at T.I himself, turning the whole mess into a war of reputation and receipts. This whole thing went from messy gossip to full-blown public brawl in hours. No checks, just noise, and the Harris family now has to fight on two fronts, online and in real life. That one little move flipped everything. Suddenly, this wasn't just messy gossip about King Harris's private life. It turned into a full-blown family feud with rap heavyweight energy. Now the internet isn't just clowning King. They're tearing apart every piece of his story, digging into old paternity rumors, his gangster cosplay, his messy public spirals, and Boosie's long-running beef with T.I himself. The spotlight isn't only on King anymore. It's dragging the whole Harris name back into the fire. Long before this so-called tape even surfaced, people were already side-eyeing King's situation with his baby mama.
With the T.I situation, if he did that, you're a fucking rat too. I don't spare no motherfucking body. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal-wise, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat.
The second she announced her pregnancy, the internet smelled smoke. The first red flag? Her age. She's older than King, and fans wasted no time accusing her with comments like, "Girl, you knew exactly what you were doing." Clips of King holding the baby, standing proudly next to her, spread like wildfire. But instead of silencing doubters, the criticism only sharpened. That's when the money talk took center stage. Fans swore she only had that baby to secure the Harris bag, saying she saw the legacy, the fame, the connections, and decided to lock herself in by getting pregnant.
Yeah. King in here. That's my baby. That's my baby. Get it?
Whether true or false didn't matter, because in the digital world, rumors sprint while facts crawl. And when the baby was finally born, Instead of calming the noise, the speculation turned vicious. People started saying the baby didn't even look like King, throwing shade about him trying too hard to flex his grown man status. But King wasn't taking that lying down. He jumped online, posting side-by-side photos, calling the baby his twin and clapping back at haters with, "Why, all can tell me this ain't T mine." Still, the harder he pushed, the louder the denial got, with people refusing to buy it. And here's where it gets crazy. This stopped being just about paternity. It morphed into a bigger narrative about loyalty, image, and the cracks showing in the Harris family dynasty. For years, fans have been whispering that King Harris was hiding something about his sexuality. So the second his baby mama got pregnant, the internet spun it into a narrative of, "Oh, he's just trying to prove something."
I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, "Hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house." They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house. Yeah.
Fast forward to this alleged tape surfacing, and those same people are pulling up old receipts, pointing and saying, "See, this was the plan all along. Use a baby to kill the rumors." Instead of silencing the noise, it gave trolls fresh ammo to drag him even harder. But let us keep it real. This isn't the first time people accused King of putting on a front. Critics have been calling him out for years, saying he's cosplaying a gangster lifestyle he never actually lived. He talks tough, inserts himself into beefs, and acts like he's cut straight from the trenches. But then folks remind everyone he's T.I. and Tiny's son. He didn't come from struggle. He grew up around money, privilege, and spent much of his childhood at his grandma's house. There is nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't exactly scream, "I survived the grind." That's why every time King hops online yelling about being hood, the comments light up with, "Be serious." Fans say he's forcing an image that doesn't fit, and it makes his whole act look shaky, almost staged. It is like he was stuck fighting two battles at once, trying to prove he is a man and a father, while also convincing the world he's a hardened street figure.
So what I'm saying is, they wasn't
Talk like that outside.
Hey, I can talk how the f I want to wherever I'm at. I'm on live, Shawty. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. This ain't your f***ing restaurant. This ain't your f***ing restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name?
What's your name?
My name King. You know it, and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. File your shit.
Come back.
What? On game what? On game what? Come here. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. Come here. Come on.
But instead of making him look strong, the pressure is breaking him down in public view. And that pressure boiled over during one of his most infamous meltdowns, the viral Waffle House incident. King was caught on camera, wilding out at employees, yelling, arguing, and trying to flex tough energy over fast food. The internet went crazy, dragging him non-stop, saying, "This is T.I. and Tiny's son acting like this." That clip didn't just go viral. It became a turning point in how people viewed him, proof to many that his public spiral was real, not just talk. The Waffle House fiasco had already embarrassed the Harris name in public, but what came next pushed things even further. Even T.I. himself went live the very next day, clearly baffled at why his own son would stoop to screaming at a short-order cook. He admitted he couldn't understand the mindset, saying he and King's uncles had tried to drill it into him, reminding King he lives a life people dream about. So why throw it away acting reckless over something so small? But clearly, that advice didn't stick, because King's spiral only escalated. By 2024, he found himself back in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Georgia police reported pulling King over after he nearly sideswiped a squad car leaving a gas station.
Well, I mean, of course I spoke to my son. You know, me and his uncles. You know, we were perplexed by his necessity to go back and forth with the short order cook. I didn't understand why he felt he needed to stop what he was doing to engage someone who is at such another level of life. Now, I had to explain to him that, you know, when people are not living the way they hope they would live, and here you is walking in with so much freedom and luxury, and you know, people gonna posture themselves a certain way. So therefore, you're gonna have to enjoy your life. You're gonna have to remove yourself from that energy and go enjoy your life.
Officers claimed they smelled weed seeping out of his BMW, spotted a gun on his hip, and when they ran his info, it all unraveled. That's when they discovered a lingering warrant dating all the way back to 2022. That old case tied him to a stack of charges: speeding, driving with a suspended license, and even a DUI. He was supposed to appear in court, but skipped, leaving the warrant hanging like a noose waiting to tighten. When they finally caught him, the arrest video exploded online, showing King in cuffs, hauled straight into county jail under flashing lights. He looked calm in the footage, but fans, they weren't calm at all. To them, this was proof. Proof that King wasn't just pretending to spiral, he was deep in it. The internet dragged him relentlessly, saying this was what happens when privilege clashes with reality, when someone tries to play gangster without ever paying the price until now.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any of my questions or make any statements. So my question to you is, I found just a non-felony in that ashtray in the back, as well as in that basketball sleeve. So I'm gonna go over here and talk to these guys, and someone has to get charged with it. It's not feud.
No, I'm not talking.
You're not gonna talk to me? I gotcha. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't.
You need anything to go with you?
My phone.
Your phone? Where's your phone at?
In the car.
We're in the car.
You search you.
I'm not looking for phones, I'm looking for drugs and guns.
Ask me on my phone.
What kind of phone is it?
What color is your phone?
It's a clear case on.
King Harris's life was already spiraling out of control. But once the rumors of that leaked tape dropped, the internet connected the dots in the most brutal way. Suddenly, people were saying his entire image, the baby situation, the gangster persona, the public meltdowns, were nothing more than smokescreens for something deeper. And right when the noise hit its peak, Boosie decided to jump in and flip the whole situation on its head. Instead of clowning King directly, Boosie aimed his shade straight at T.I, making slick comments about his parenting that fans instantly caught. It wasn't just about King anymore. This was a public opportunity to embarrass T.I in front of millions. Boosie stepping into King's mess wasn't T-random gossip. It was a calculated chess move backed by history. See, Boosie has built a reputation for bold, controversial takes, especially around sexuality. This is the same man who once had to issue a public apology to his own daughter, Iviona, after making homophobic remarks about her. He went on Instagram to say sorry, but everyone knew his first comments revealed how he truly felt. That's why when he inserted himself into King's scandal, the internet lit up, calling him a hypocrite. People blasted him. How you clowning someone else's kid when your own family got its own drama?
I gotta say something about this, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too fucking far, dog. That is a male. A 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have it figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything at 16 and fall in love with her. But it's be gone. How you gon' like, bro, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his off, bro.
It didn't feel like a casual joke. It felt like a pointed shot at T.I himself. And here's the kicker. Boosie ain't exactly cruising on easy street right now either. His own legal headaches, messy controversies, and money problems keep bubbling back up, making his shade toward the Harris family look less like comedy and more like a desperate attempt to keep his own name buzzing. Boosie had just struck a plea deal on serious gun charges, with the possibility of real time hanging over his head. So why was he out here trolling King Harris instead of laying low? because this wasn't about clout, it was about T.I. and a feud that's been simmering for years. To understand why Boosie couldn't resist sliding shade into King's scandal, you gotta rewind to the roots of their beef. It all kicked off when Boosie put himself in the middle of Dwayne Wade's family drama. After Wade's daughter came out as transgender, Boosie made harsh comments that the internet instantly labeled transphobic. The backlash was brutal, but one of the loudest voices calling him out was none other than T.I. Tip went straight to Instagram, checking Boosie hard and telling him to mind his business and stop worrying about another man's kids. That was the spark that planted the seed for a feud that's only grown uglier with time. Boosie didn't take that lying down. He fired back, accusing T.I. of being a snitch in his old federal gun case, an accusation that struck a nerve deep. T.I. clapped back instantly, saying he wasn't about to let anyone disrespect his name or his family. He made it clear he wasn't scared to go head-to-head with Boosie, no matter how messy it got.
I ain't one of you niggas who have been to the penitentiary before, man. What happened when a motherfucker say somebody ain't right and they goddamn show their paperwork and they is right? What's the penalty for that? Can somebody tell me what is that punishable by? Somebody tell me that. See, most of you motherfuckers ain't never been in no trouble. Motherfuckers ain't never been nowhere. Anybody tell me. It been 20 years, bro. It been 20 years. I figure if I wasn't built like that, it'll show by now. It been 20 years, bro. I done faced every challenge motherfucker that like to throw at me, man. You ain't seen me fold. You ain't seen me break down yet. Matter of fact, I come out smelling too good, the way you nigga think something wrong.
From there, it was war by words. That same summer, Boosie doubled down, criticizing T.I.'s parenting style after Tip admitted he once went with his daughter to the gynecologist to check her virginity. The internet erupted in outrage, and Boosie wasted no time blasting him for being controlling. But T.I. wasn't backing down. He fired back saying Boosie was the last person who should be giving parenting advice. At that point, the slick comments had turned into personal shots. It wasn't about rap anymore, or even the culture. It was about family credibility, fatherhood, and manhood. The beef stopped sounding like casual banter and started looking like a personal war that could explode at any moment.